Well, welcome everyone. It's so good to be back again this week. So I thought I'd just start just with a simple teaching, but an essential teaching. This is about meditation, but it's also about the spiritual path in general. And I feel like I speak about this, as often as 50 times a week, but it's something that's really misunderstood. And I think it took me, the good part of 10 or 12 years to actually understand this. What you are is not the contents of your mind. It's not your mind stream. Your mind stream is arising within the space of what you are. Your human self, your personality, the things that we struggle with in meditation, that's not us. What we are is the consciousness in which those things arise. And so when we're in meditation, we are becoming aware. We're bringing all of our awareness to our consciousness. We're waking up to this space that we are, to this divinity that we are. And whether we call that awareness or the space of awareness or true nature or the space of equanimity, the space of love, all of these words are describing your original nature. And I want to be clear here, your original nature, it's innate, it's essential. It cannot be taken away. And so it's a very basic truth, but it's something that almost everyone misses. We have loud minds, and we identify with the stream of thoughts in our mind. Sometimes when we sit in meditation, we're like arguing and fighting with this stream of thoughts in our mind. Many people spend the whole hour in meditation just arguing with themselves or trying to get their human self to shut up. And what I would rather you do is to spend the hour receiving yourself fully, receiving the hugeness of what you are, the beauty of what you are, the innocence of what you are, to receive this equanimity and to see, oh, I am the space of equanimity. Equanimity is not something I'm creating. It's something I am. And so all of you right now are the space of equanimity. If your mind, if your consciousness was not equanimity, there would be things that could not arise within it. You couldn't have discursive thoughts or angry thoughts or thoughts you didn't ask for. Your mind is already so open, so spacious, so free. It allows everything to come through it. And this is ridiculously beautiful to know that what you are is already spacious, already awake, already free. You are so free. You can sit for an hour, you're so free, and you could just have a stream of crazy thoughts. But you become less free, and by that I mean the space of equanimity, it can narrow and focus on crazy thoughts that we don't like. If that's how you habitually guide awareness, if that's where you habitually identify. And as human beings, we've trained ourselves to habitually identify with thought. But meditation is a time for us to habitually relax into our true nature, and to do it to such a degree that the space of equanimity, the space of freedom, the space of open-heartedness just becomes your normal resting space. And so the teaching is very basic. If you identify with your mind and your thoughts, your small mind, you will live in some kind of state of hell. And by that I mean some state of confusion. There'll be voices arguing in your head, or desires that drive you crazy, or whatever it is. But if instead of focusing on that and identifying with that, you notice, oh, look, I'm so spacious, I am so free, that storm clouds can pass through this space that I am. And I'm still spacious. Like, how wonderful is this? How glorious is this? And so during meditation, I'll invite you to become aware of the spaciousness that you are, aware of the radiance that you are, aware of this love that you are, aware of this quiet presence of strength that you are. Now, this is just the basic teaching in meditation, is you're becoming aware of what you are. And you're giving yourself permission to just unattach from, unidentify with what you're not. You're not the passing things. You are these qualities of consciousness that I just mentioned. And so that's stage one. And then stage two is from this space of being open, being receptive, being humble, of resting in freedom. We invite the presence of God, which is this flow of intelligence, a greater compassion, a greater love, to flood your essential nature. And so, boys and girls, I invite you to close your eyes and just gently assume a posture of dignity, of strength. And so I invite you to sit here and know you are sitting. Become conscious, awake of this quiet presence of nobility that you are. So you're feeling your spine straight and strong. You're noticing the skull stacked perfectly on top of the spine. The sit bones are supported by the chair, the cushion, the floor. And we're just feeling this presence of nobility. It's quiet, it's open-hearted, it's free. You're feeling your quiet strength. And just noticing the strength in your pelvis, in your spine, your back. You feel rooted, grounded, noble. And yes, if there's any aspect of your consciousness, of your human self, which is confusing, I invite you in this moment just to pay it no attention. I invite you just to sit and know you are sitting. To sit and begin to become aware of awareness. So we're sitting and coming aware that there's something here that is awake, that is beyond conditioning, beyond the movement of thought. It's beyond whatever relationship in life that we've struggled with. There's something here that is quietly awake. Which is eternally receptive. So we are becoming aware of this inherent ever-present receptivity. And for most of us, we have a subtle bias that this inherent receptivity only exists in the space of our mind. So we're going to allow this myth to be burst and to allow the space of awareness that we are to wake up in your feet. So just notice awareness waking up in your feet, your legs, your pelvis, and as you wake up in your feet, your legs, your pelvis, I invite you just to gently claim this space of awareness. What I am is beyond a stream of thoughts. I am this awake, ever-present awareness. The pelvis, and the hara, the lower belly, the solar plexus, the heart. And so you're just noticing this quiet presence of innocence, saying, oh, this is me. And if you notice what you are, this quiet, spacious awareness throughout the body, you notice that the awareness that you are does not end at the edges of the body. If you feel the awareness, the consciousness just in your feet, in your legs, in your pelvis, in your hara, you may notice this consciousness descends into the earth. For some of us, it'll feel almost like this mountain just descending. Down into the earth. Even uniting in an experience of oneness with matter, oneness with the earth, with Mother Gaia. So I invite you to take a deep breath and gently claim this. What I am is huge. Like a mountain. And so just to gently smile a little. Feel your hugeness. Experience your hugeness. Surrender to it. Sometimes when we surrender to this hugeness, you can even be overwhelmed by how big you are, by how empty you are. By how much space you are. As you surrender into this, you might feel as if your awareness, your presence, your consciousness is actually waking up deeper and deeper and deeper. Not just in this human body, but that your consciousness is waking up in the earth itself. So just allow awareness to descend deeper and deeper and deeper. And feel how quiet you are. Experience of yourself in the belly, in the pelvis, the legs, the feet, and then descending 1 meter into the earth, 2, 3, 10, 25, 50, 100. The experience of your consciousness is so utterly silent. So utterly impersonal. And so I invite you just to continue to breathe and to let go into this. Just to let go deeper and deeper and deeper into this eternal silence. And of course, the more you surrender, you notice that this silence includes your heart, your shoulders, your throat chakra, your jaw, your skull, the space of the mind. And then for some of you who are naturally sensitive and naturally open, you may also notice this pressure coming down from above. It's like a force of divinity. It feels like a primordial light. It's coming down through the crown, through the space of your silent mind. And without going up toward heaven, I invite you to sit here in this silence, in the depth of the earth. And open-heartedly receive this grace that's coming down from above. And of course, with any of you who are having a struggle with your body, or struggle with your human self or your mind, or emotions, let me be clear that that is welcome in this light. It's welcome. Like this human self is always welcome in the space of God. So forgive me for not mentioning that earlier. This evening, we're giving ourselves permission to hand over any human struggle or confusion to the love of God, to the love of the Divine Mother. And we're resting our attention on the hugeness of what you are. And so I invite you just to notice what your body feels like. Can you feel all 7 chakra centers lit up with light? With radiant beauty? You feel your spine bright and luminous. You give yourself permission to let go into this intoxicating silence. And freedom that comes when you give yourself permission to be a divine nobody. And if there's any struggle with mind or thought or emotions, you're just gently saying, yes, this is welcome to. This is met with love. So we're opening and receiving. For some of you, you may feel 10 million lights waking up within you. And your job is simply to let go of any walls, any sense of division. Any struggle. Step into this hugeness that you are. The Mother of the universe is here and inviting you to claim your divinity. You have been small too long on planet Earth. Claim your goddess nature. Claim your nobility. Claim the hugeness of what you are. Anything within you that you're attached to, any places where you are numb, any struggle, confusion, ignorance, any wall between you and your divinity, let go. Wake up. Give yourself permission to fully surrender. To embody the hugeness of what you are, beyond thought, beyond emotion, beyond your human self, beyond the body. What's here? That's absolutely spacious in every direction. What's here beyond a center or a reference point in the human? For any of you who feel disoriented, I'm going to encourage you just to trust. and let go. Allow awareness to spread out in every direction. Allow it to open up out of the back of the skull, the back of the heart. Allow your consciousness to wake up, to spread out in every direction. Trust that what you are does not need an ego for a reference point. Doesn't need a story for a reference point. So we're taking deep, full breaths. And letting go in every direction. And witnessing your consciousness waking up. In such a profound way. Beyond body, beyond mind, beyond personality. Nothing wrong with those aspects of self. They are absolutely included in this. This love, this space, this light, this freedom. So let your human self be held. But in this moment, we're giving ourselves permission to experience. The never-ending hugeness ever-present beauty. This radiant silence. That we are. And so we're gently smiling and receiving. This hugeness. This wondrous freedom. This brilliant light of divinity. That you are. And for some of you to receive your goddess nature, to receive the hugeness and nobility of what you are. You have to soften. You have to trust. It's okay to let go. You have to forgive the human parts of yourself that struggle and fight with each other. And so all of us, let us soften together. We will collectively soften, collectively surrender. Support our brothers and sisters here in this group and here on planet Earth who are struggling. And so I invite you to see yourself as a conduit of light, a conduit of grace and sanity. Just see this light pouring out of you in every direction. Love pouring out of you in every direction. A profound silence and sanity going out to our earth. Our brothers, our sisters, to the animal kingdom, plant kingdom, mushroom kingdom, oceans, the atmosphere. The most gentle and humble way. We're allowing this blessing of consciousness to spread, to awaken, to calm, to cool, to empower. Greater expression of love and divinity. Within yourself and all of planet Earth. And so I invite you just to gently open your eyes. To see these other angels, these other bodhisattvas among us. To feel the silence in the room, in the air, in the consciousness of the planet. Just to see it, to feel it. The path of awakening, the path of meditation is the same path. You're stepping into and claiming your divinity. The Mother came this evening and had a message for each and every one of you. Claim your divinity. Don't be small. Don't be lost in the story in your mind, in that stream of thoughts, and think that's what you are. What you are is something great. Ridiculously profound. So in order to realize this, we stay with our direct experience of our hugeness. When we're walking around town, when we're speaking with our husband, our wife, our dog, our cat, we're staying in the truth. And so, it's been my absolute pleasure to spend this evening with you. I've really been enjoying you all coming back, each week and deepening together. This is so necessary and essential on the path. To continue to meet, to continue to show up. Another step is to step fully on retreat. And to break away from life, the busyness of life, and just to let go fully into this direct experience of the hugeness of what you are. And so thank you all so much, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Peace be with you all. And good night, good morning, whatever time of day it is for you.